Alright, so what we're doing today is we're going to try to make a clay amplifier. So you can put a cell phone in it and it will boost the audio. So we're going to take this here on this board here. If you do it on the table, it'll probably end up staying on the table. Lots of kids have that problem today.
So we are cutting out a triangle to make a cone. Keep in mind you don't want the clay thinner than a pinky or it will potentially be very fragile and break. Here we are scoring it both sides and adding a little bit of water on my finger and then on the clay, and now I'm taking paper towel and putting it kind of as a form to hold its cone-like shape, pinching it together and then slitting it, scoring it, and adding a little bit of water and trying to blend it and make a seamless piece of clay. The goal is to make it one piece. Pinching it into position, trying to get it in that cone shape. And I got that cone shape, and now I can have it.
Not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this one. I could go like this and have it stand up somehow and put the phone here, or I could let this harden and then put the phone in here and make a base for this to hold it. But I think overall this is a good shape.
Okay, now we're dampening the paper towel. It doesn't need to be soaking wet where it drips, just wet enough to keep the clay pliable. Here I'm adding extra clay to elongate the cone, and now I'm patching it and mending it together, trying to make one unified piece of clay. Here I'm adding my phone to make sure it fits. Remember, clay shrinks about 20-25%, so make it a little bit bigger. Here I am adding the head. I'm using a couple of semi-leather hard pieces of clay and making some sort of boxy shape for the skull. Make sure you slip and score everything. As long as you want it to stay, you need to slip and score. Here I'm doing that as well, and the water and putting that in there. Make sure to slip and score as many sides as you can. That will help the process. And here I'm adding a little strip of clay in the front, smoothing that out, and adding some fresh clay right there to try to get it to fit together. You are seeing two different colored clay. I did use two different types of clay, but it dries as one piece, one color. Of course, I'm also glazing and painting it, so it doesn't matter. Getting the inside, I ended up hollowing that out for a couple of reasons. One, if clay is too thick, it has a potential of breaking. The other is I'm going to have, I can put fairy lights in there to light up the eyes, or a cone to light like incense to have smoke come out of the eyes, or I could do both options in the mouth to kind of have like fire or smoke coming out of his mouth. So I'm continuing here. This is a different angle. I'm adding the wings, trying to match them up. Those are leather hard wings. I rolled out the clay and then I cut them to the shape, and then I slightly bent them and put paper towels under them to help them hold a bent shape once they dried and were leather hard. I added them here. The piece of clay on the bottom left is just support. It's just sitting there. It's just supposed to hold the clay. I'm digging out a spot for the wing, and then I'll put the wing in there, and then I'll start adding more clay to cover it up and make it as one piece. This is approximately took 4-ish hours to do all this, and I broke it down. It's about 5 minutes. So it took about a week, class period wise. I'm adding the top piece. That's going to help reinforce, stabilize the wing. Plus, it's kind of like the bone on top of the dragon's wing. There's a vertical view. Same process on the other side. Experimenting with where I want the wing to lay and so forth. Making sure I can lean it up against the skull as well, so it has 2 points of contact, much more likely to survive if it has multiple places that it connects to the sculpture. There I'm adding the teeth, check in and rechecking, making sure everything is drying evenly and smoothly, making sure I have points of contact, so I got that extra contact right there. I thought I needed it. And now I'm adding we call it the spikes on the back. And it's pretty decent for my first attempt at a dragon cell amplifier. This is the finished version. Eyes cut out. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.